up, guys? In this video, I'm going to expose how the eBay algorithm works as far as search. It's going to be pretty disappointing to a lot of people because it's actually not that complicated, but please make sure you stay all the way to the end of the video because there's about 5 components of how eBay search works, and as long as you do these 5 things, your store will grow over time. So this is how you quote-unquote hack the eBay algorithm. It's not really a hack, it's just best practices. But let me go into this video and show you guys how the search works. Okay, we're at home on the computer. I'm going to show you guys how to hack eBay search, how to rank #1 in search, and this is the most important part. How do you get above the fold? So let me give you guys an example. This is my listing. I'm looking under Mr. Plumber. I'm on eBay right now, so I'm going to refresh the page. Out of 20 listings, my listing ranks #1. Now, sometimes it ranks #1 as sponsored, and sometimes it ranks #1 not as sponsored, but let me show you guys how I was able to get above the fold. What does above the fold mean? It means down here, I'm in the first 3 listings. So most of the time, if you're not in the first 3 listings, you're not going to be able to get the deal. So I'm searching by best match. Some customers actually search by lowest first, pricing and shipping. That's how I shop. So if you are not the cheapest, you cannot game this. You can get to the top of search just by being cheaper. So you can see here, there's a person who copied me. This is why you can't share your replenishables on eBay, because this seller watched my YouTube video and then just listed the same thing. It's a little bit cheaper than mine, or it's the same price actually, but it's only 1 bottle. Mine has 2 bottles, and there's a couple of things that I want to go over on this listing right now to show you guys how to rank #1. So I actually can only rank #1 on this listing by just lowering the price on the lowest first. Best match though is because consumers are kind of lazy. If they look for Mr. Plumber, they might just buy the first one because there's not that much price difference. If this were what you saw when you logged in, you would buy mine because it's the same price, but you get 2, and the results reflect. I've actually sold 7 of these, and you can see why, because mine is it's sort of the cheapest and it ranks on top. But there's a few other ways to game it, so I'm going to show you guys exactly how that works. So this is the listing right here. Sometimes it shows up as a promoted listing. So here, so it shows sponsored, but not always. So I just pulled up when it didn't. So I ranked organically #1 by doing these things. So Cassini is actually not a mystery. There are certain things you can do to rank higher. One is your title. The title is really important. It's what people see first. And if you have a poor title, people won't click into it. I'm going to go over how to look at the impressions and click through in just a moment, but let's go through all the different components of what the listing looks like, and then you guys can adjust accordingly. So your title matters. The length of your title and what words are in your title actually don't matter that much. The words towards the beginning are sort of what people see on mobile. I would say the first 4 words. So for me, I put the first 4 words as in 2x bottles of Mr. Plumber. I intentionally did that because the first 4 words makes it really obvious what it is. So on mobile, someone's going to see professional formula Mr. Plumber on this second listing. Professional formula doesn't mean anything as a consumer because it's all the same formula. It's the same product. Down here, you can see this person tried to copy me by adding the 2x in the front, and that makes sense to me. They have the identical title. It's important to recognize here that white background has a higher click-through rate, but that doesn't mean more sales. So I hear people all the time saying, I don't use white background and I get sales. You don't need to, but if you look at these 3 products, you can put in the chat below which one you would click on. I would click on the bottom one because it's cleaner. It's easier to see what it is. This person is doing it at their house and you can see the background. The one on the bottom, I can also tell from shopping that this is a cropped stock photo because you can see the sides of it aren't pure white. They stole this photo. Mine is a pure background, but it's black. The only reason why I did that is because I wanted to literally put my stamp on the picture. This is not something that matters that much because we're going to come down here and look at the reason why. So you have to get an eBay store in order to use the performance tab. It's a no-brainer. I'm going to make a video and I'll link it below when I'm done making it of when you should get an eBay store. But the short answer is when you have 250 items. So I recommend you get an eBay store day 1. Get an eBay store in the first month, list 250 items manually with your phone. Just get your phone out, look for solds, and immediately list. Go to this performance tab and start looking at these impressions because this is how you teach yourself to sell things quicker. So the impressions I've had on this specific listing is 20,665. That's how many people have seen it. Let me show you what an impression is. As you scroll down, every time one of these listings passes the screen, this is an impression. So as a customer, you're sitting at home, you're just scrolling through that. Every time somebody does this, it's an impression on your item. So out of 20,000 of those, 182 people actually clicked on my listing, right? So they clicked here, and now they're inside of the listing. Now here you can see there's 7 sold, but on this conversion, it's only the last 30 days, so there's only 6 that's sold. For me, this is a good enough click-through rate. That means about 1%, so 182 out of 20,000 people clicked on it. I would like that to be 1% or higher, and that just means that people who are scrolling through, out of every 100 people, 1 person actually clicks on it. So you can see here, 6 people out of the 182 people who got to this part converted, right? And this is why I think it's important to offer as much stuff as you can. You don't have to offer free shipping and returns. You don't have to offer expedited shipping. You can see here it also says ship from United States. This is important too because customers don't want to wait a month for it to arrive from a different country. So right away they're putting it in right here. I also have expedited shipping. You can see right here I have a 1-day option. So if somebody wants to get it tomorrow, they can literally get that option. I have every single possible thing you can do to make it rank higher. Up here I have an extra 10% off 2 items. So now I have people who say, what's the problem with sharing your store? The reason why I recommend people do not share their store in the beginning is you're going to have impressions and click-through that don't convert. Like, this is why I don't share my store that's all replenishable items, because if all these people from YouTube went onto that site and didn't buy anything, it would hurt this conversion rate. Now, this store I consider what I affectionately call a garage sale store. So it's not working right now. And this is another thing that you have to realize when you come to eBay. The search isn't always going to work. Let's see, why is this not working? Okay, it's working now. I call this a garage sale store because it has a little bit of everything. I'm right here around 5,400 items, a little bit of everything. I've got clothing in here, I've got shoes, I've got my digital guide that you can pick up for 35 bucks for the digital version, or you can buy the paper version that has both the physical guide and how I make $1,000 a week easily on eBay. So, but in here I have all kinds of stuff: shoes, clothing, jeans, and I do recommend you niche down. So the majority of my store is just 3 categories. It's shoes, clothing, and shoes, bottoms, and tops. That's like 99% of my store. So I recommend you get good at 1 category. Actually is enough, but I have 3 and I wanted to grow it. Workwear is also really awesome. So if you sell, any Carhartt or overalls, this is stuff that's important. But again, in order to find out what's selling well, you have to dig in your performance tab and look at every single item is on the bottom of the page. Go through and find out which ones are not converting. If a bunch of people see your item and don't click in, it's only one of these 5 reasons. The title is wrong, maybe you're not top rated, maybe you don't have favorable returns. So for example, if you charge for shipping and don't have returns, like this person right here below me, you see it's $5.99 shipping and they don't have free returns. Would you rather buy from me and you're going to get free shipping, free returns? Just think about it from a consumer standpoint and let me know in the comment section below which one of these you would buy. Would you buy mine, or would you buy these other 2 that are more expensive and they haven't optimized? So make sure you have the right titles. If you can, try to get top rated plus. And if you fall below standard, that's happened to me before, just stay patient. Try to list as many items as you can to get out of that hole. There's no shortcut to success. You have to take the stairs. So you have to fix your account. Getting above standard is all you need to not be hurt in search rankings. But I can't imagine the top rated plus hurts you. I think that will give you a better rank. Also, it's important to understand that 86% of eBay is brand new items. Okay, eBay was never known for only being pre-owned. That's not true. That's an old wives' tale. Yes, people think about eBay when it comes to auctions and rare and vintage. I myself did not know there was used items on eBay when I started doing this full-time in 2017. I thought it was all new. place to get a great deal on something vintage or popular. I didn't know people were selling old sweaters and used mugs and old coffee machines. I didn't know that literally anything can be sold on eBay. But just remember, eBay is designed for brand new items. It's not designed for pre-owned. So if you want to scale eventually, you can just grow your one-off store really big and get thousands of items. That's one way of doing it. Or you can come in here and figure out exactly what it is that makes your items rank higher. So main picture. Another thing that people don't know is that more pictures rank better than less pictures. If you have one stock photo and somebody else has the exact same listing, but they have 5 organic, nicely taken photos, they're gonna rank higher because eBay knows that more pictures is a better customer experience. Again, you need to be customer focused. Think about what the customer wants, and it's really gonna help you guys get a higher impression rate, higher click-through, and most importantly, higher conversion. One last thought before you go is smash the like button, consider subscribing because I give you guys tips in every single video to help you grow your store. And the most important thing to realize here is this sales conversion is the #1 metric. It's the number that matters the most. Okay, so doesn't matter if people see it and people click on it if they don't buy it. This is why on Poshmark, it kind of infuriates me that people are super worried about how many likes it has, because likes don't pay the bills. You have to have actual conversions. So just having your item seen all the time and never purchased actually hurts you. So don't purchase views, don't share your stuff inside Facebook groups, because those people aren't buying your items. You're actually hurting your chances of getting a sale because you're showing your item to people that never buy it. One final thought here is you can see the external page views. I have 7 looky-loos from YouTube who came over and looked at this item and didn't buy anything. Again, that is hurting me for no reason. That's why I don't share my brand new items on eBay, and neither should you. So these items are from the dollar store. Let me know in the comment section below if you want me to do a tutorial on the Dollar Tree, because obviously I paid $2 for this and I'm selling it for $14.99. So I was selling it for $15.99 until this Joe Schmo came in and tried to undercut me. So don't play the game of trying to race to the bottom. Just rank first. If you rank first, you don't have to be the cheapest and you'll still get sales. Hopefully that was useful, guys. Until next time, make progress daily.